all of you diehard Pickoff fans, welcome to Week 17. If you're new to the show, we want to thank you for finding us here on the web. Now, a strange occurrence in baseball this week. The Toronto Blue Jays cut ties with their third baseman, Shea Hillenbrand. Now, how this whole thing shook out is kind of strange. Now, Shea was benched for 2 straight games, and because of that, he refused to sit in the dugout with his teammates. Now, what kind of teammate is that? And then Shea verbally attacked the organization because he was upset that they didn't congratulate him on the adoption of his new baby girl. He said the front office didn't even say, hey, congratulations. Want to bring in Sam Kaplan, my partner in crime. He is the senior editor from expertsports.com. Now, Sam, I am baffled by this whole situation. It almost sounds like Shea was forcing a trade. To me, it's a POS or a piece of Shea move.
Well, it's a good one, Paul. I don't know. This guy probably thinks he's Angelina Jolie, and everyone, should just have to throw a big party because he adopted a baby. I don't know. Everyone's adopting babies now. It's insane. But what's even more insane now is this throws a huge wild card into playoff races in NL-only leagues, because in the next 10 days, there's a possibility Shea Hillenbrand could end up in the National League, and that means suddenly you're going to have a good hitter end up on the waiver wire. I
don't want you to go ape Shea on me, okay? So should I congratulate you on anything that's happened in your life recently?
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. My wife and I, 3 weeks ago, we adopted a baby beagle, a female beagle named Charlotte, and no one here has congratulated me on it. No one on the Pickoff staff has said a word. And you know what, Paula? I'm out of here. I'm walking off the show. I've had enough.
Don't go, Sam. Don't go. At least wait. We don't want the viewers to miss out on a wonderful show, okay? Give
I'm
me
back.
2 minutes,
I'm back.
okay?
I'm back. Don't worry.
Okay, Sam, we're going to move to our top of the order segment without further ado. And it seems like all these young guys from the Florida Marlins organization seem to be working out.
Everything the Marlins touch turns to gold. Anibal Sanchez, their top pitching prospect, 3 wins in his first major league starts. Clearly the top pitching prospect, or the top fantasy prospect, the top fantasy pickup in any league. Has not allowed an earned run in his last 14 innings. Get this guy on your roster. Again, he's good in any format.
Now, Milton Bradley, am I reading this right? The last 7 days, his batting average is .474.
I mean, he's completely anonymous for just about the entire season, then comes off the disabled list and, hits safely 9 times in his first 19 at-bats, and then homers this past Wednesday. I feel a power surge coming on from Milton Bradley, and I think now is a great time to pick him up because you can get him for practically nothing. He's possibly even a free agent in your league, so it can't hurt to pick him up. He's got a lot of talent, and I think he's due for a big second half.
Sam, our favorite movie's Anchorman. Give me a power.
Power?
Okay, Juan Pierre from the Chicago Cubs. I'm all too familiar with the situation, and I could go on and on about this, but he's not going to be here most likely after the trading deadline. He's trade bait right now, and he's only signed through '06. Juan Pierre owners, what should they do about this guy right now?
Well, he's going to be somewhere in the second half, and that's a good thing because over the lifetime of his career, he's a career .320 hitter in the second half. So he's going to heat it up. He had a very disappointing first half, but look for him to really turn things around the second half, get on base, steal some bases. Another player like Milton Bradley that can be had for very cheap.
Okay, let's move on to our On the Pine segment. And red alert, a guy that you should sell high right now is Raul Ibanez. Last 6 games, only batting .154 with 1 home run. Should we sell him while we can get something for him?
Yes, you should, Paul, because coming into the All-Star break, he had 20 home runs and 70 RBI, and that's a lot for a guy who, in his 11-year career, has only hit over 20 home runs and over 100 RBIs in one season. So clearly he's playing over his head, and he's due for a monster tail-off in the second half.
Okay, moving on to Sam's segment. It's called the doo-doo list. Sam, who's top on your doo-doo list?
It's Derek Turnbow. Derek Turnbow is single-handedly dropped one of my teams from first place to third place in a single week. I would like to thank you, Derek Turnbow, for ruining my fantasy season.
Deep breaths. In, Sam, in, out. Are you okay?
I'm not okay. He's blown 8 saves, and you know what? He's been so terrible. Even though he's on my team, I still hope he loses his job.
Viewer question of the week. We like to take this seriously, Sam. And this comes to us from Thomas Fainstock, not sure if I'm saying that right, of Naples, Florida. And quick shout out to my brother-in-law, Jeffrey, who lives down in Naples, Florida. Thomas says, love the show, guys. I watch it every week. I'm in a 14-team redraft mixed league. and wanted to know if Sam thinks that Stephen Drew is a worthy pickup.
Absolutely, he's worthy in any kind of format, AL, NL only league, mixed league, whatever you want. He's definitely worth it. Got off to a slow start after being called up last week, but is starting to pick it up. This guy can hit for average, he can hit for power, he can steal bases. You know, he's replacing Craig Counsell, who went on the disabled list, but there was talk Drew was going to replace him anyway, so it looks like Drew is here to stay. This guy is a huge talent and is going to have a big second half. If he's somehow available in your league, add him immediately.
Sam and I collectively want to thank you for joining us. Once again, to all of our new viewers, thanks for tuning in. As always, extended information on our website, from top of the order to our On the Pine segment to our Player of the Week. And if you ever want to get a hold of us here at the Pickoff, information's at the bottom of your screen. Once again, good night to Charlotte. That's Sam's new little beagle. Sleep tight, Charlotte, and don't eat anything that your daddy Sam's given you, because we surely don't trust it. We'll see you next week on the Pickoff.